I'm really starting to understand the difference between being called and being chosen. Because our positions in the kingdom are important. I don't care if the doorkeeper, I don't care if the street sweeper, I don't care. Every duty in the kingdom is important. You might be the cry on the wall. You might be the foreseer. But what I'm saying is the difference between the called and chosen. You're called to do things maybe seasonal, generational, whatever it might be. But sometimes, some of y'all got a sour spirit. I'm just going to tell y'all the God honest truth. You out of season, you out of date, you're not producing fruit. And some of y'all doing the right thing with the wrong intent. Now, y'all know I do shoe foot talk. Kingdom people, y'all supposed to be being still, getting your body right. You're supposed to be rejuvenating, restoring. You're supposed to be so overfilled that when people come around you, it's something about you different. And one thing about the world, it don't know these and dies. Only Satan do. He know every word of the Bible up and down. Don't forget he was there. And I hear things, it's sad. It's sad that humans, y'all have not came to yourself. You got to come to God like a child, letting him teach you his ways. Life, it be life and baby. And they're going to show you the hurdles, the wiles. But people, y'all are in a dark place. It's very dark. And I wonder why. Now, I've been saying the same thing my whole life. Last 26 years, I've been practicing it. So I know that word. I know there's a father, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I know for a fact that Emmanuel was birthed. I know that it is his history. I know he was a Nazarene for that over there in Africa. I know more than I should. But the sad part about it is I'm seeing why the call will never transfer to the chosen. Y'all really soul tied to that word. Your whole perspective is the world, from the world, from the world. You don't have a unique thought. You don't have a building thought. Do you even have a testimony? Don't tell me that superficial stuff. Have you had an encounter that shook you to your bones? That your entire life is different. Not just how you talk, what you wear, your address. Y'all in danger. And the one thing I could never, children of God, Jesus already saved you. We're here to walk our walk and talk our talk because we're walking in his footprints. We're spirits wrapped in flesh who know good from evil. And we're a place here to navigate, whether you were prayed into a family, whether you was bold enough to get there, whether you said, I want that mom and dad, whatever your spiritual man chose. And then y'all let this world, you're human. And some of y'all not even unkind to yourself. Some of y'all done gave your free will to a mama, daddy, auntie, cousin, don't love you, don't care about you. Y'all be fighting so hard for them people to love you to where your perception of God's children is, we doing this all for you. We don't, the world should have been crashed. The moment they started not caring about the elderly, 50 years ago, that matrix system should have crashed, but for the love of money, y'all lost y'all soul. And y'all are in slavery so bad that you'll rather mimic and pretend than have an encounter. Butt naked in the rain, it don't take nothing. I'm a living with, they laughed at me. Ain't nobody laughing now. I didn't have to tell them. I'm a filthy rag to God, because some days he want me to be the healer. Some days he want me to be the forerunner. Some days he want me to be the prayer. Some days he just want me to shut up and be quiet. Some days he want me to cry. And some days I come to myself where I just done had it. Y'all is doing this and you know what you're doing and you think God don't see you. That's a dangerous place to be. Y'all heart are dark. And this not no loveless world. This planet ain't nothing but love. And the love of God is here. We don't have TV cameras, this, that, because that was the whole thing. Listen to me. We're in a time of 2024 and people are believing racist tropes. Right now they got a mindset that man that don't care nothing about him using them as a feeding source has them in position where they're going to take over the federal government. And the first time you did it, it didn't work. Then they're so steeped in ignoring truth that they won't admit if you would have did people of color right. If you would have did us right, these laws, the justice systems would have been reformed. You would have done us right. You wouldn't have had to need DEI because the system would have been made to treat people fairly. But because the powers that be wanted to keep our money in their pocket and use the majority of ignorant people as pawns, how did it work for y'all? It's not working, is it? And then look how sickening it look. All you scholars, y'all have not turned around and repented. You have not said, I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all are still sitting up here trying to play like y'all know what season this is, and you don't. And the only people in danger is the willing victim and the victimizer. That's how great they've been doing this. The victimizer need praise. The willing victim think they're going to grow to be the victimizer, be loved by the victimizer. And look at them. This man thinks that white America is so stupid and drenched in racism and so poor, he's going to sundown towns. He don't even understand you're releasing a curse. Do y'all know everything that your pseudo system have revealed? Released the curse off enslaved black people. Y'all were pen whooping us. You were lying to us. And everything you're doing has been slapping us in the face since that orange man. You don't think God is going to avenge us? And then we're in faith season. We don't know what's going to happen from next day to the next. We're living in our daily bread. This is real. We're living the goodness of God in the land of the living. Ask yourself, why do you draw to? That system has nothing but it hates you. It draws you in there to corrupt you. It draws you in there to give this greatness so you think that you're serving about, but you're not. What draw to you? Be honest. Dogs, baby, old people. What draw to you? Be honest. Count the 5 people that you're around every day. That is who you are. I don't like to use the word chosen. We are kingdom people. We were born this way. This is not, it got us kicked out of school, got us kicked out of church, got us outcasted. Now they call us the black sheep. No, we not the black sheep. No, we not. We're the set apart. That's why I tell you, if you keep playing this spiritual game, your dark heart will never get healed because it's stone. You got to look in the mirror and say, am I worse than the Father Abraham? And your life is telling you. Listen to me, y'all. You're not at a bad... Why aren't you shifting the atmosphere at that job? If you say can't do it, ain't do it, you're not a child of I am. Through Christ, all things are possible. You don't believe God got hands, speech, mouth for you. I'm sorry. And y'all listen, y'all doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You don't need a title. When I grew up, I didn't know what this was. It scared adults. It scared the slave. It scared, and then they have the audacity to want me to explain to them. Who does that? You're supposed to know God. You're supposed to be a child of God. Only the enemy does that, and the enemy gets information out of you in chaos, honey. Y'all just don't know. Stop. And I tell y'all, people talking about I'm mysterious. No, everything ain't everybody's business. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm an honest and truthful person. But my bedroom is behind my children don't even know that. Because that is private. That's between me, God, and my husband. My living room, that's a place for people to come rest. My kitchen, that's a place. It have to, for the foundation to be solid, everything must be in place. And if you're a Trinity and God, Jesus, and the Holy Ghost in you, you're off. You're off. Because God needs you. God, you are his conscious thought. Do y'all understand that? And if you can't have the mind of God, if you can't have the mind of Christ, if you can't have the guidance of the Holy Ghost, I'm sorry. I've never met a lot of kingdom people on here, but they spirit and they reign true. God has been revealing a lot of small seeds that I didn't see because I don't understand y'all. This is the practice ground for eternity. And we'll never be perfect here. That's why Emmanuel came. He knew, he said, how can I'm telling you, when God said it's in the heart of man, he was grieved. Emmanuel said, I'll go. And y'all know I'm hood phrasing it. But when he came lowly. He came like the poor to see what was happening. And they didn't even know he was the Son of God. And y'all prove he is. You still arguing about it. You still hiding text. You still lying. If it wasn't true, y'all don't have no problem with lies and this and that. You don't try to change them. Y'all just go with them. So can y'all, I don't know what to ask y'all to do, but y'all in spiritual danger. If everything you do was not on the foundation of God, Jesus, Holy Ghost, and self, it's on quicksand. Everywhere I go, it must ship. Like now, God gave me this state because it's Mecca. And when I use my abracadabra, when he put his soup on my natural, they deserve the love I'm giving them. Yes, they abuse me. Yes, they talk, but they're enslaved in the mind and the spirit. I know how to maneuver. I know how to walk. I watched the footprint of Jesus when you deal with the ignorant and the beauty of walking in the footsteps of Jesus, Emmanuel at birth. I don't have to let them crucify me. Everything he did, I'm not supposed to do again. He said, I go away for you to do greater than that. He said, I go away, you may have to sell your coat and get a sword. When he was on the cross, he did say mumbling words. But at the end, it said it is done. Why are you, and if you keep going in that cycle, they're going to keep killing you and crucifying you. On the other side of Calvary, you're looking at yourself and saying, I shouldn't treat people like that. Nobody in the world, everything in the world should be incorrect about you. Everything in the world should make you laugh because, first of all, baby, they ain't got no business talking to the children of God. We ain't even in the same vicinity, baby. We don't go to the same bank, same girl. We don't even eat together. Only time they catch us is when we go into the house of God. That's why it's a falling away for us. We've been out of that house. They was trying to convince us to come back. Oh, they don't love God. Yes, we love God too much to be sitting amongst goats and wolves. We love the Father of Abraham, Isaac, and so much that we study in our home. We show ourselves approved at the grocery store. We don't deny God nowhere. We're not trying to prove we Christians. We're walking out our own salvation. Well, the world knows there's something different about you. That's what we doing. And then you, like I said, I'm loving y'all. Y'all confirm it wasn't nothing wrong with me. I was mentally and emotionally, spiritually broken because I was raised in an enslaved world. But God shifted it for me in 97. It wasn't for them to see because they were still enslaved. And lately, just these little mustard seeds, I thank you, spirits, for allowing me to see them. There is a difference between the call. You do have work to do. Your work is just as important, but the chosen. We came to put evil in the trash. We're not going to, no. This has been hell on earth for 50 years. It has got so dark because y'all money gone. And y'all looking at yourself now. And the reason why you don't see the prosperity, because it's the kingdoms. It's transferred. And our prosperity is a frequency. Our prosperity is our health, how we eat, how we take care of our family, how we love, how we take care of the community. That's infinite. The tangible things are for tenders to stay out the damn world. Did y'all know that? He gives us wealth so we can exchange it to stay out the world. He don't give us that to impress it. What is so impressed? They using your materials. These pseudo liars have been living out the wealth of the enslaved black kids, knowing they were supposed to return it. But they demonized us and tricked all of y'all. All colors, shapes, and sizes, that black people the problem. And y'all didn't even know who black people were. The greatest trick of the devil is to make you think he ain't real. Because if you think he ain't real when he tempts you, you'll fall for it. Y'all come to yourself.